Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back again with Celestian Tales, Old North. So, we recently had a run-in with some of the world enders, I believe it was. And were rescued by some of the knights, discovered that Astori was a wizard of some form, and he has been taken away. Not really certain what we're doing at this point in time, so I figure we should look for someone official to talk to. Maybe keep an eye out for things to buy. Would thee like to purchase crystals sanctioned by the church? Can't afford any. We are broke. Our medical supplies are diminished as we gave some to the Durandals, yet I have little worries. If the Ravager continues his brilliance in warfare, I do not doubt of our victory. What happened to this town shall perhaps be our warning. This is merely a fraction of what those creatures will do to us if we do not attain victory in this war. Alright, what happened there? Thy wounds are cleansed. May Deus keep thy brave souls and thy minds clear. Alright, so let's head upwards, I suppose? I don't know, that's... Over here's where we faced the World Enders and a necromancer of sorts. No, you're just another random guy. The trial for Sir Astori Levant will start soon. You are expected to stand witness in this trial. Please speak to Seneschal Rutherval. Okay, I'll assume this is the Seneschal. The trial for Astori of the Levant, accused of practicing the arcane, will start soon. You were there when the incident happened, squires. You will be asked to stand as witnesses. Are you ready for the trial? We are ready. Very well. I shall summon the other judges and the accused. Get to your places, squires. The trial will commence. The trial of Astori, Knight of Levant, shall commence. Soldiers, bring in the accused. Not certain how I feel about the, mage hunt they seem to have going on. Astori, Knight of Levant. You are accused of performing arcane arts, a practice forbidden by the law. Do you confess to breaking the law in this manner? I do. Very well. The judges were informed that you performed these arts in order to save the lives of others. The judges call upon Marianne, Countess of Belenus, to deliver her testimony. Lady Belenus, tell us of the events that happened leading to the moment of the act. Yesterday, these squires were sent by the army's commanders to Montcalm on their own. Their task was simply to notify the nobles of our arrivals so that preparations could be made. However, soon afterwards we received news that Montcalm had fallen to the Enders. Unsure of their capabilities to fend for themselves, I took the initiative to go and assist them. I took with me Sir Astori, for he claimed to be knowledgeable of the town. We looked for the squires and found them in the underground chamber of this castle. There they were surrounded by dozens of those monstrosities, and soon so were the two of us. It was then, when we were out of options to escape, that Sir Astori performed the act. The incantation momentarily dazed our foes. We used the gap to slip away to safety. That will be all, judges. May I ask thee a question or two, Lady Belenus? Of course. Lady Belenus, thou said in thy Yes, in thy testimony that ye were out of options, didn't you? Indeed, we were cornered, outnumbered, and exhausted. But ye could still fight, yes? We could have fought, but I believe the chances of us surviving were very slim. If my memories mistake me not, there were 8 of ye at that moment, 'tis correct? Where are you going with this, Gareth? Lady Belenus, please answer the judge's questions. Yes, there were 8 of us. Well then, was it truly impossible to save thyselves? Each of thee were well-trained, well-equipped nobles from thy respective houses. One amongst these is even a renowned duelist, wielding a sacred sword no less. To get away unscathed would be unlikely, I concur. But to merely make it out alive? 'Tis not an impossible feat for the Lioness of Belenus and her Faithkeeper, no. Are you suggesting that we should have fought that horde of creatures on our own? I know my own limits, and so do the squires. We couldn't win against them. Ah, but thou would not have known the limits of the Faithkeeper. Surely the Deus would have rescued a wielder of one of his sacred blades. Unless, of course, if thou did not believe in his intervention. Alas, I shall neither speak nor make an argument out of uncertainty. After all, none can truly know what plans the Deus has in the works for each of us. Yet, I cannot help but think that Sir Astorius' arts might have not been truly needed. It eased the endeavor of thy survival, perhaps, but to argue that he saved lives, 'tis doubtful in my opinion. Gareth, your testimonies have been heard, Lady Belenus. Thank you. Please return to the witness's stand. Now, if you please. Would there be any more questions from any of the judges? Does the defendant have anything to say before the judges decide his punishment? None. Very well. The judges shall now decide the sentence to befall the defendant. Speaking on behalf of the Church of Deus Valaris, High Cardinal Gareth of the Geraldine. Death by drowning. Speaking on behalf of the defendant's army, Lord General Severin of the Larue. Exile, 10 years. This must be a joke. Silence. The two judges differ in their decisions. By the rights of an arbiter, I shall deliver the final sentence for this trial. Astori, Knight of Levant, I hereby sentence you. To be stripped of all possessions which remain in the realm. To be, from now and henceforth, denied of all titles, family names, and all rights to inheritance. And to be exiled from the realm of the Old North for 15 years. Exile? How lenient. Well, he did save some lives. Are you sure it's not because he's a Levant? 'Tis be lunacy. Surely thy words speak not of a just decision. Silence, Baron. You dare question the decree of an arbiter? Even arbiters stand not above the laws of the Deus, Seneschal. Heretics deserve nay better than death by drowning or be burned at the stake. And what do the laws say about heroic sacrifices for another, High Cardinal? What do the scriptures say about one's courage to admit guilt? To have neither saved himself nor escaped trial that may well end his life in dishonor. Is this not the very virtue of bravery the law teaches to its followers? My decision stands, Geraldine. Now return to your place. Grrr. Squires. Yes, Mr. Bear? Mr. Bear? Ill meant yes, Seneschal, sir. Humph, are you calling me names now? No matter, listen well to your task, squires. You are to escort Astari to Levantine, where he shall be taken away from the realm for his exile. Afterwards, take this letter to Lord Devant. It shall notify him as Astori's only next of kin of what happened. Shall this man escape in any way imaginable, then I shall deem all 6 of you accomplices to heresy. Thus you will be sentenced to the same exile as he has been awarded. The hell? Why do we get to be punished as well? What if he uses arcane against us? We wouldn't be able to do anything about that. That is for you to figure out yourselves, squires. You are given orders. Your duty is not to ask questions, but to do them well. Stop whining like little kids and start acting like the knights you're going to be. Youngsters these days. This court is dismissed. Soldiers, take this heretic away. So I wonder if I'm going to have the decision to let him free, or, well, probably going to exile with him. Intolerable. What kind of circus is this? Betoken the Lord General that the army of House Geraldine withdraws from this war. One heathen has escaped just punishment. I shall not give the runaway the same chance. But Lord Gareth, we need as many people as we can to fight the world enders. Without you and the Inquisitors in our ranks, we'd be severely weakened. Doth thee not see the abomination that roam under this very ground, Sir Arthur? The demented man that is their maker is currently roaming freely in this realm. What wisdom makes you believe we shall let such a creature be? This realm of ours needs to be protected not just from the outside, but also from the inside. Let us not see only one and leave the other to silently gnaw upon us. Arya? Yes, honored father? Deus protect thee in the battlefield, dear child. And thee as well, honored father. I shall be leaving as well. My paladins and I have set ourselves up in one of the abandoned houses in this city. Come and visit me later, squires. Alright, free to roam once again. Let's just peer around. Oh, was there something over this way that I couldn't get to before? I used over there. Maybe I did get it. Yeah, because I dealt with the spiders. I remember now. Alright, let's find our way at the door. Ooh, can we go back downstairs? How do we get down there? Oh, this... No? Yes, maybe? Oh, do they have it blocked off now, or am I just failing at navigation completely? Entry to this chamber is prohibited, except for the Inquisition. Wouldn't want anything to pilfer things that might give us hints now, do we? Alright, so up and around... Well, can't go down, can we? The underground area is currently closed by the Inquisition for investigative purposes. Please leave the premises immediately. Well, you're no fun. So I want... Well, not like we can do much with shops, so we might as well head to, what's her name? Probably should have paid attention to her name. And see about continuing our quest. Let's drop a quick save. I like to save regularly. I like it less with that annoying noise. Did I actually save? I don't know. I may have failed to do so completely. Alright, so took up shop and then an abandoned house. Oh, there's some shops down there. Can't get through there. So down this way, another save spot. Lovely. Blacksmith. Thought when we get here, I'd have a better place to work. Sorry, but this still isn't a great place to smith. Still can't do much about your weapons. So I can... Wow. So if I were able to upgrade this, that would become way better. Huh. But I can't actually afford to upgrade any of those things. Alright. I'm good, but no miracle worker. To do this much with a wrecked forge already takes a skill of its own. Alright, well, we're not going to be able to afford anything, so... This house has been designated as the Lord General's command post. Entry is prohibited except for those with immediate business with the General. This house has been designated for your use, squires. However, I've heard that you are currently needed elsewhere. Please finish your tasks first before taking a rest. Okay, well, it's nice to have found that. But let's... rubble. Get away, get away. Keep looking for the abandoned house. Maybe here? What do you say? Lady Belenis awaits you, honored squires of the Vault. Would you like to meet her now? Yes. Very well, please go through.